Okay, in this video, I'm going to talk about how to place your pattern pieces to get them ready to be sewn together. Okay, so let's see here. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, panel placement. So we're going to start with this toolbox, our panel placement, and that's what this video is going to be about. Later on, we'll move on to our sewing toolbar. After that, we'll move on to our draping toolbar. As well, and then up here some video making toolbars and adding fabric and prints and graphics. But right now, so let's go ahead and place our pieces. So I'll do panel placement. Let's click that open. And this window comes up and we're going to place our pieces. So let's start with a piece. So we'll start with the front piece. And I'm going to want that to be about like right here on her. There it is. So I need to turn it the other way, don't I? So I want to use this little arrow. Oh, no, rotation. Oh, goodness gracious. Let's see here. There it goes. Okay. It's also a little bit high. We can probably fix that later. Let me try right now. We can fix that later. Okay, so let's go to now do the back. Same thing. Now I can view her by just turning this little box up here and it'll let me see what's going on in the back. And the back, I don't want to left click, so I'll just put it where the front was. So instead, I'm going to go ahead and right click. And then the right click places it in the back. So now I'm going to rotate it, of course. Okay, there we are. Okay. And let's see here. Okay, let's take a break and get these correct. So starting with the back, I can move it closer or further from her. Let's see if I zoom in a little bit. It's a little tricky to control it. I think it takes a little bit of practice. Okay, there we are. So you should be able to click and drag. I don't know why sometimes there's so much trouble moving it. There we go, move mode. Sorry, that's my problem. We need to click letter M for move mode or come up here. Great. Now I'm able to move it. So I can use this arrow to move it away from her or closer. So definitely a little bit away. Then there's this red arrow where I can move it up higher as well. And there's another arrow, which I'm going to need right now, this green one, to move it basically left and right. Ooh, that doesn't look good. So let's go back to that Z arrow. Dun, dun, dun. There we are. It's a little bit too close to her, I'd say. It's better. Okay. All right, so we want to try to place it as best as we can. I think that looks pretty good for our front, or I mean, sorry, for the back. So now let's try the front. Still in the move mode. It's definitely a little too high. Okay, I think that's pretty good. Cool. Okay, now we got to do the sleeves. Sleeves are a little challenging. I don't want to lie, but I think you guys can handle them. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. So let's go back to our panel placement button. Okay, and now let's go ahead and look for the left armhole. Okay, so I'm going to do on where's left. This is her left side. I'll click right here. Okay. I can't even tell if it's upside down. Let's go ahead and look at it. Oh yeah, it needs to be flipped. Okay. There we go. Now, this is gonna have sewing problems. If we tell it to sew right now, it'll try to like sew it through her body, which is kind of weird. So we have to bend it and make it curved. So that's pretty fun. So let's see here. We'll click this and play with this button a bit. Flip the direction though, because it's bending it from top to bottom. So you know what? I'm going to say 0 right now for that. And then flip that for my, there we are. Well, I'll go like that. Okay, so I'm going to do negative numbers. Say -3. Hit return. There you go. That's better. That looks more like a tube. I think that's pretty good. I don't think I need to curve it more. I think it's good because now the sew lines, when they connect, it's not going to cut through her body or pierce through her body. So I think that's going to work. We'll find out soon enough, won't we? Okay, and let's go ahead and work on the right armhole. Now we did 3, so let's remember that, -3. Okay, let's place it somewhere over here. I definitely am going to need to rotate this piece again. Okay, let's change the curve. There we go. That was actually a lot easier. I love when I make it look easy. Okay, I think we're good. Let's take a look and just see if we need to move these pieces at all. I don't know, I think I like the placement. I don't know if we really need to go to our move mode. Did you see how defaulted that time? That makes me mad. Last time it's like, why isn't it moving? But if you think we need to move it, there you go. We can do all the pieces. I think we're good. So I think we're ready to actually move on to the next step, which is stitching it together, sewing and stitching. Okay, so that'll be the end of this video, placements, and the next step will be stitching it.